Hello YouTubers, this is Evan for Grips.com coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be continuing the Bankroll challenge, and I've decided that for Party Poker I'm just going to stick with the sit and goes since that's how I built my initial roll, so that's probably how I have the best chance of doing it again, starting small and trying to get big. And I think I'm going to reserve my cash game sessions for either Zoom on stars or for regular ring games. I'll probably just play on Betfair. I find the action has been a lot better on there in terms of cash games, but for the sit and goes, structures seem reasonably fine here on Party Poker. The only thing that sucks is it's tough to get a game going. So as you can see, I have 4 tables ready to go. Well, almost ready. Just need a couple more participants. Table 1, I'm going to play pot limit Omaha high-low, which is actually my favorite game. And it'll be fun to show you guys something different for a change of pace. Table 2 is a $22 regular freeze-out. Regular speed, which is where we probably have one of our best shots at winning. Table 3 is a $30 6 max, also regular speed, so that should be pretty good. And table 4 is an $11 speed table. I was going through the lobby and noticed that they have both speed and turbo tables, so I wanted to know what the difference was. The turbos have 3-minute blind levels, which is just absurd. Very, very crapshooty. Whereas the speeds have 5-minute blind levels, so although it's definitely faster than the regular sit and goes, it's still not too fast. I'd still imagine there's a bit of play. If that one gets going, we'll find out. So just waiting for one more player for my 08, one more player for my regular freeze out, 3 more for the speed. And the funny thing is I bet the speed table starts before the regular ones do, because I guess maybe people don't have a lot of time to play, so they'd rather do a speed, or they just like to gamble. I don't know, but in my experience of years and years of playing this, the turbos are way more popular than regular speed sit and goes. But for any serious player, the regular speed ones are definitely the way to go. So we're definitely getting aggressive with the bankroll here, but hey, the only way we're going to build this thing up fast and get it done, before the end of the year is if we exercise a little bit of risk taking. Oh, and that's great. They all started. Oh, come on, bro. How are you going to sit and leave? We were so close. Yeah, the speed one will go faster than the other ones anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm probably just going to be 3xing in the 6 max. Anyway, table 2. Decent hand, decent odds, but I mean, it's not really that decent hand, but it's connected. It can make straights. 1 straight. 1 nut straight. 2 straights. But it's not the greatest hand, so I'm not going to complete. Suited, I might possibly complete, but can bet decimals of chips. Get a continuation bet on the 6 max. Hope that he just calls. If he check raises, I don't think I'm folding, but I'm not as ecstatic about the situation as I would be if he just called. Wow, big pot already on the pot limit 08. And this is going to be an interesting one to play. For those of you who aren't familiar with the rules of Omaha 8 or better, good game, buddy. First hand. Continuation bet on table 3. Hope that no one has a slow played over pair or a 6, and we can win that pot. Nice. Okay, so the rules for Omaha 8 or better are that you get 4 cards as opposed to 2, hence Omaha. And for your hand, you have to use 2 cards from your hand and 3 cards from the board. So, like Omaha High, them's be the rules. 2 cards from your hand and 3 cards from the board to make the best 5-card poker hand you can. But also, if it's possible for a low hand to be in play, which means 5 cards ranked 8 and lower, then you use 2 cards from your hand and 3 cards from the board to make the best low hand you can, or the worst hand you can make. And they don't have to be the same 2 cards for each hand. You can use 2 cards for your high hand and the other 2 cards for your low hand. That's fine. So a lot of split pots, big bet game, interesting game. Hope you guys enjoy watching it. I'm going to take a flop in position here with a suited ace. And it's not a great low, but still some low potential. And with the jacks, I'm going to check back, although continuation betting would be fine. And I'll call with the nut flush draw. Now I have top 2 pair as well. He checks, which means probably doesn't have the nuts either way. So I'm going to bet for value, protection. Just hope to not get check raised, and we take that one down. And the 6s, I bet the turn because I thought, with them checking through the flop, I might have the best hand. I could get called by a 4, I could get called by a flush draw, I could get called by a deuce, I could get called by a bigger pocket pair, smaller pocket pair, a lot of stuff. Not going to bet the river though. I'm going to check and make my decision. So he min raised and didn't bet the flop. I think he has missed flush draws pretty often here, and that he should bet the flop with his king, so I'm going to call. Nice. Table 1, even though I flopped an ace, I'm not going to peel. This game, Omaha 8 or better, is about really going for the nuts, playing hands that can be nutted in both directions. So making top pair is just, it's worth like flopping overcards in Hold'em, something like that. And also, this game, you don't need to play the button as aggressively as you do in other games. Position is not as important in the split pot games as it is in the regular big bet games. It's more about who hit the flop harder than who has better position. So I'm really just going to be waiting for reasonably strong holdings on table 1. Okay, table 4, I'm just going to raise small to discourage a 7-way pot. I don't know that making it 100 is going to make much of a difference. I didn't want to isolate too big because even though ace 10 suited, it's pretty good and it's definitely better than the limper's range. I'm still in pretty early position, so I don't want to be raising too big when there's the potential of running into a pretty strong hand behind me. Ooh, would have made a boat, table 1. Okay, this is a pretty good hand in 08. Ace, deuce, tray, really good low potential. If this board comes out with a low draw, I can make the nut low quite a few ways. And having extra low cards limits your ability to get counterfeit off of your low. Now, unfortunately, I totally bricked that board. There's only one low card out there, that being the 3. So I need to catch like perfect to make a low hand. So I'm just going to check and give up on the pot. I invested very little pre-flop with the min raise, so no big deal there. And this ace 10 on table 4, I just opted to pot control. Like, we're so shallow with our chips. I'm going to check call the flop, just because this guy could be betting his entire range when check 2 here. But I probably won't put in much more money unless I improve. There's a reasonable chance that I'm ahead, though. He's probably 3-betting ace-king, so I lose to ace-queen and ace-jack, but I beat all other aces. And if he's just betting whatever he has when check 2, I'm ahead of that. Very nice hand here on the table 1. I've got a suited ace-deuce and an ace-king, double suited. It's a sweet hand. And I'm just going to fold on table 4. And honestly, like, That's why I didn't even want to raise the ace-10 too big. The chips are just so precious in these things that I really would rather play position or play like super premium hands from up front. Okay, decent flop for my hand on table 1. I'm going to check and call. I don't want to, even though I have the nut flush draw, I don't want to bet and get raised and just have to get it in. And now I'll bet small on the turn because I have the high locked up and I have the nut low draw. So if he has any sort of hand he could draw with, I want to entice him to stay in. If he just has an ace deuce, then I can quarter him. Oh, and this is an example of a low kind of getting counterfeit. Even though there's 3 low cards on the board, since I have the ace in my hand, I don't have a low. Hopefully we can get a better example of that later in the tourney. Did he call in muck? Oh right, Party won't show me what he had. But it looks like he called, so that's cool. I don't know if he had a worse flush or a worse 2 pair or whatever. We won the money. That's what matters. Alright, raise the button on table 3 with the reasonable hand, and then c-bet and ace high flop. Pretty standard there, nothing too fancy. We're just taking advantage of Kermit 06, who we now have identified as a weak player because he made that silly peel against me. And I give him credit for at least trying to bluff, but maybe not the best spot for it. And table 1, just pot controlling this all the way down. I'd be pretty confident that I'm the strongest Omaha 8 or better player in this $11 sit and go. I also wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys think we're playing just straight Omaha high, or maybe meant to register for a hold'em tournament, but they saw sit and go like, oh shit, there's like 4 or 5 people registered already. Gotta get there before it fills, and they're like, ah, fuck. I don't even know how to play this game. So hopefully we can take this down. I mean, I'm the favorite, but a lot of it comes down to the cards. You guys know that. Doesn't matter how good you are, you still need to run at least decent to get the job done. So here, there's a low possible on the board because there's 3 low cards out there. I only have 1 low card in my hand, so my hand can't make a low. Even if a 3 came, and I think maybe ace 2, 3, 7, 8. Yeah, but I have to use 2 cards from my hand. So nothing doing there. So I hope you guys are excited. After the weekend, we're going to be starting up the coaching, and you guys can get some free one-on-one training with me. This hand's not really strong enough on table 1, so we're going to fold. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get us that like on Facebook. I've been seeing those likes are going up a lot. I really appreciate your guys' support. And I'm going to return the favor. I'm going to help you guys reach that potential that you're striving to get. So here with a queen, I'm going to rerounds. And with a suited ace 3 on table 1, going to raise. And with the nut flush draw on table 3, going to call. Leading out's an option, but I'm going to check, and then on the river I can probably get paid 1 bet if he has like ace jack or something. Ace queen, table 4, going to raise, and queens I'm going to check and call off. Even though the ace came, the guy only has 370 left, and there's 950 in the pot, so I'm not folding. And I just want to give him a chance to stack it off with worse than an ace. Like, let's say he has deuces. If I bet the flop, he's not going to go with it. But if I check, I give him an opportunity to do something dumb. But now that I check back, I'm just going to put the money in. And oh well, he got me. Fortunately, he didn't have a lot of chips, so it didn't hurt too much. And this ace queen on table 4, I'm just going to pot control and check it all the way down in the river. Probably call a bet if I hadn't improved, and now that I did improve, I'm definitely calling a bet. Table 1, double suited, ace king with a 4, it's pretty strong. Over bet? What the fuck? Huh, I actually, I actually believe him. I'm gonna fold. It's crazy. I would have called like anything up to a pot size bet for sure, but overbet. It's like if he was bluffing, why would he bet more than the pot? Especially when he's like committing himself. Just something seemed awry there. And the fact that he bet 540, maybe he had 5-4 in his hand, which made it straight. Probably not, but maybe. Table 2 or table 1, I'm just betting because once they check the flop, I figure I might have the best hand. And I'm just gonna bet real small on the river. Hope to get called. If I get raised, we have a problem. We'll probably beat. But he could call with a queen. You know, if he has queens up, queen 10, my kings are still good. So just bet there. If I bet too big, though, he can't call with much, so. Could c-bet on table 3. I don't feel like getting check raised, though, so I'm just going to check back, call turn, slash bet turn if he checks. Just go for 2 streets here. If it wasn't a monotone flop, all the same suit, then I'd definitely be fine to just like bet and probably get it on the flop. But given that if he flopped a flush, I'm drawing dead, I'd rather just exercise pot control. Nope. AA. I like when the table changes color like that. Just in case you didn't know you have aces, we're gonna let you know. So we'll come in for a mini race here. Just going to mini race it. Hopefully someone gives us a bit of action. Just mini race. Pocket queens and Omaha 8 or better is not a good hand. Not going to call a raise. And on 25 big blinds here with ace king, I'm just going to rip all in. I could go smaller, but fuck it. And aces on table 4, the guy's committed once he makes it 900. You know, he's getting 4 to 1, so there's no sense in slow playing anymore. And wow, that's pretty cold. Pretty cold party. You guys think, should I register for another one? No, I'm sour. That was cold. I'll just leave. At least I got it in good. 93% favorite. Ooh, nice hand. Ace, ace, 4 deuce. The guy put it in with 10-10 deuce tray. That's really bad. I didn't catch what the other guy had, but it probably wasn't that good either. Alright, I'll raise it up because I got position. I only got to get through one player, and yeah. My hand has some flop ability. It's not total trash hand. Same thing again. Ooh, you limp. Just over limp. Decent flop. If we play a small pot, I can have the best hand. If we play a big pot, I probably don't. Just gonna pot control it. And now I'm definitely betting one check too. Take a free flop on table 3. Yeah, it's disappointing that we got scammed there on table 4, but at least it was not only the smallest buy-in, it was also the turbo-ier, turbo-y, it was the fast one, where our edge was the smallest. So it's okay to lose that one. We got chips where it matters. Chips in the big one. It's a big Sati 3. Let's see if they have other games as well, or if they just do hold 'em. Hold'em, Omaha, PLO 8. No stud sit and goes. That's probably good. Stud sit and goes are really painful and boring. I don't know if any of you guys play fixed limit. Given that the majority of you guys that watch this are like probably between 19 and 24. Probably don't like the fixed limit games. But maybe our other fans, you know, the middle-aged gents, might like their fixed limit. I personally, I can't deal with it because you can't bet enough to make anyone fold, so getting a good hand pre-flop or getting a good hand on the flop isn't what it's all about. It's who can make the best hand by the river. So much sucking out and stuff. Anyway, we have a set and a flush draw on table 1. We have no low though, so we're just playing for half the pot. So we're just going to call. We're not going to be raising, trying to get all in here. Damn. So I'll be calling 900 to win 450. He could have a wheel. He could have 5-6. Either way. I mean, he's betting it like he might have the nuts, so he might have the nut low, which also makes it straight, so that's no good, so I'm just going to fold. We may have had the best high hand, but since we're calling a full pot bet to only win half the pot, have to be extremely confident that we're going to be right there most of the time. And king queen I'm actually going to fold on table 2. There's no ante, so there's no need to open too wide. And table 1, I'm going to lean on this guy a little bit. He seems to be one of the weaker players in this sit and go. And I got good low potential, a couple flush draws I could pick up. And I didn't catch any of that. Table 3, dude goes on. Okay, now I have a shitty low draw. Rejammed on table 3. Just gonna pass. And table 1, it's a high only hand, but if they don't have a good two-way hand or whatever, we can get through here. And there are a lot of flops we can do well on, like this one. Top 2 pair, straight draw. And there's a low draw, but there's no made low yet, so I can be playing for the whole pot here. So I'm gonna apply the pressure, charge them if they want to draw. And hopefully the turn isn't a card under 7. Damn. Ooh, sick fold on table 3 would have got coolered. Damn, so now we're probably playing for half the pot. But I would assume that we have the best high hand. And this guy, I'm thinking, is probably on a low. So if I can get, if I can get them both all in, and I'm taking the high, I'm making money because I'm getting half the pot, but there's 3 players involved. But I could also be getting free rolled on the high. So I'm just going to call, because if the guy's the low locked up, and we get all in, he knows he's winning that half of the pot. And he's free rolling a chance of winning the high, so I'd rather see the river before I commit all the chips. And I'm thinking that they're more likely both on low draws. Man. Yeah. I feel like that's ace deuce. Okay. I just have to hope it's not king queen. There's no straights, and I think a set would have check raised the flop, so as long as he doesn't have king queen, I'm getting at least half my money here. And something happened. Ace deuce, yeah, they both had lows. So I was right, and I made some money there. That's cool. Kermit, take a stab, buddy. Make a bluff. I'm up fronting like I got nothing. Not interested, Alright, I'll bet small. Hopefully, Kermit would have bet his heir at some point, and he's checking back because he has some sort of showdown value, so I should be able to get paid off here with a small bet, but no. Yeah, I definitely made chips on that pot. Just gonna play super small ball. Table 1, limp in, maybe min bet flop, maybe bet small, maybe check. Okay, you got it, bro. You got it. This hand, not really worth opening. If the 7 was a diamond, I might consider it. Or if it was like an ace or a deuce, I might consider it. But king, queen, 3, 7 is a pretty garbage hand, so I'll just fold that. And if you guys are interested in, learning the other games, let me know. I'm by no means a specialist, but I do love Omaha 8 or better, so I'd be really happy to make videos in that. And if there's a lot of interest in stud, I can put in my work. I can read some books and watch some videos and amass some information that I can then share with you guys. Not a big deal. Ooh, ace is cracked. Unlucky. Ooh, we had a flush draw too. Sick. At table 3, getting good odds. Good multi-way hand. Gonna call. Could lead, but then I might get jammed on and I don't want to have to call off. I'd rather just check and be able to see what happens. Getting laid 4 to 1. Kind of must call. Top pair. Damn. If he's got an overpair, I'm like getting trapped into this hand, but and if he's got an ace now, he's got me beat. 200. Milking me. I think he has an ace very frequently, but getting 6 to 1 and being able to beat any hand other than an ace, I'm going to call. Yeah. I guess front shoving the turn was an option too. If I wasn't going to fold to an all-in on the turn, then front shoving's an option, but I think if he'd hammered away, I might have given him credit and folded, even though I had a hand that looked really good. Because in reality, if he has an overpair, I have 10 outs with 1 card to come. It's not very good odds. Alright, ace deuce with a nut flush draw. Pretty strong hand, but being out of position, I'm not going to jack it up. I'll see the flop first before I decide if I want to commit more money to this pot or not. And I flopped a straight draw. Backdoor flush draw, backdoor low draw. I guess I'll take a stab at it. Hope that they missed. Or hope that they just call and that I can improve on the turn. If I get pot raised, I'm obviously folding, but on this board I might as well take advantage of the situation, and getting min raised, I'm never folding. Just hope to improve one of the many ways that I can improve here. I made a pair, not really what I'm looking for, but I did improve my straight draw to not shot. No low potential though, just check back. So no low came in because there are only 2 low cards on the board as opposed to 3. I think we might be seeing 2 pair here from him. Whether or not he folds it to a bet, I don't know, but I'm not going to try to find out. Kings. Okay. So it's cool. I mean, we had a good price. If the king came, we're probably getting all the money, because that gives him a set when we make our straight. And I don't know what the hell this guy is trying to rep on table 3. Fuck. I don't really want to call down with the king high, even though it could be good. And I don't know if I can get him to fold with a raise, so I guess I'll just let him have it. Next blind level is when things are going to get pretty interesting. But for now, we just hang it out, hang it out, hang it out. Gut shot, shitty low draw, backdoor flush draw. Huh. I could find a call here. At first I was like definitely going to fold, and I'm like, wait, I have a bunch of things going for me here, and I'm getting like 5 to 1. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Yes, yes, give me half the pot. Check, 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 half the pot. Check, 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 half the pot. Could jam on table 2, but not sure. I haven't been paying attention to know whether this guy's been limping a lot or not. If he's been limping a lot, then, shoving's definitely fine. If he's been limping very erratically and he might be trapping, then limping would be disaster. Okay, top pair, shitty low draw. Probably going to go pot control on this one. Damn, you don't want to let me pot control here, bro. Call, see what happens. Okay, so we made a shitty low. Ace 8. We also have a straight draw. We also have top pair. Giving us pretty good odds. I guess I'll call. I'm going to pass on the 10 deuce this time. Alright, so now we have top 2. Fuck. So if he has a set, he's got me. Just have a set and a better low to be able to scoop the whole thing. I'm going to call. Straight? Fuck! Lucky turn. Well, now that I'm short stack, gotta go with it. Ace jack 10-5. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even notice that straight. Ooh. Everybody makes mistakes. Got the best hand? Did I get sucked out? No? Half a pot? Alright, staying alive. Let's make a comeback. So he led the flop with a gut shot and then low draw. I mean, that's pretty strong. Alright, queen's gonna run it out. He's got jacks. It's a pretty good spot for us. I think we scoop. No? Half the pot? Damn. I was hoping his 5-8 got counterfeit. Alright, ace deuce with a jack. Going with it. Try to get back in the game. So, I mean, he had a pretty legitimate hand. He flopped the nut low draw, he can lead, and then when he turns the nut low and a straight, like, that's just monster. Pretty good flop. And we got a low draw to go with it as well, so all in. He's got, oh my god, 7s. 2-outer on the river. We're supposed to fucking scoop. Ace 8. This guy has 6 bigs. I'm gonna isolate. He's shoving any ace. He's shoving broadways. He's shoving pairs. Ace 8's reasonably good here. More big blinds. I probably don't go with it. If I have less chips, I also might not go with it, but we needed it. So, chip leader again. But on 22 big blinds, the chips are pretty precious, so I'm not going to start like raising every hand or anything. And wow, people have been putting in work. Table 2. This field got real small real fast. It's good. We can get one double, we can be in the running to make the money in this thing. I mean, facing such a big bet with a high only hand, I probably should have folded the river in retrospect. And like, yeah, I had a low, but it was like really bad low. I mean, even the turn call is kind of marginal. It's okay. You guys are like, dude, we don't know what the fuck the rules are in this game. Like, why are you trying to tell us what mistakes you made? We just thought it was fun to watch you play. Thanks, guys. It's nice of you. Damn, Russia, you love just taking these small stabs, eh? 10. Could I get him to fold? Probably get him to fold at 7. Don't think I can get him to fold an 8. Damn. But I mean, with the flush draw missing, me showing no strength earlier in the hand, he might not fold anyway. Might just hero call. Alright. Raise it up, table 3. Just using the button in the chip stack. Got jammed on. Alright, I flopped like a bunch of straight draws and a low draw. And I got a pot size bet. I'm just gonna shove on table one and hope he folds. He didn't fold. Well, I got a flush draw. GL me, get me back in the game. Get me back in the game. Damn. Damn. Queen. Good hand. Alright, well. Still hope. We got both of the bigger buy-ins still in play. That's what we need. I'm glad that I didn't raise Russia's limp last time on table 3. Because he had ace-7, so he was probably limp shoving all in. So same thing here. I'm just going to take the free flop. Not trying to get tangled up. And this time I'm not even going to call a bet. Living on the edge here. Ten three. Nah. Could raise and just use my stack, but I mean I'm not that far ahead, and if I raise fold there, I no longer have like anyone out chipped, so it's very close situation we're in right now. I can't look at this hand anymore. Gotta go. Getting pretty short. Table 2. Need some help. Give me a shove hand. Give me a shove hand. King 8. God, no. Not through 5 people. Let's shove the button. I mean, you want to be careful about your early position shoves. Like, yeah, I'm about to get hit by the blinds, and once I go through, I'm only going to have 5 bigs. But at the same time, like, King 8 up against 4 random hands, how well does it fare? Better to shove on the button when you only have to get through 1 or 2 hands, and your likelihood of getting called is way lower. Alright, I'm raising this one. Table 3. I've given Kermit enough walks, so he should give me credit. And I'd like to raise the Queen 8 on the button, but Dazzler's been reshipping, and I saw that he is regged for like a bunch of sit and goes, so he's probably like sit and go pro, and he knows when to reship, how to put all that pressure on, so he's not the guy I want to be focusing on for attacking. Queen Jack's good enough to raise for sure, four-handed. Hopefully we can just steal the blinds, not bad. King 7 versus a button open? Nah, probably go with like King Jack. But I will probably be shoving next orbit. And I don't know what that limp's all about. I have a good hand, I could just shove, but I don't know what he's doing. Alright, nice, shove hand. Ace 3 Sui on the button. Last time someone limped and I shoved King Queen, they had aces. You guys probably saw that. It wasn't very fun. Didn't have aces this time. Put the pressure on. Hope that he got dealt rags. Nope, he picked up a hand. Sigh. Could have just shoved 2, but no. I'm not trying to race off all the chips. With a hand like ace 10. I'm raising, and if I get shoved on, I'm calling. Dazzler's going to be reshipping with worse hands than ace 10, so can't be folding if I get jammed on there. So I'm raising to induce there. Whereas if I had a hand like deuces, I'm probably just going to open shove, because I'd rather just have maximum fold equity and lower chances of having to play the all-in pot. Deuces is obviously going to be 50-50 against just about everything, whereas ace-10 suited has that 60-40 edge on some hands and even 70-30 edge on some other hands. And I hope Kermit's light. I got a pair, 15 bigs, I'm ripping. Nice. Big pickup. Seven deuce. What do you think we're going to do? Raise fold? Nah. Chip's too precious. When you got like less than 30 bigs in most situations, you don't want to be raising without a plan. It's too big a percentage of your stack to be investing. When you're like under 20 bigs, you definitely don't want to be raised folding much. There are circumstances where like everyone's short, so it changes things, but I'm calling off with the king, blind versus blind. Table 2. There we go. There we go. He's going to be shoving a lot of hands there. He has me out chipped. I'm short. He can put the pressure on with anything. King is going to be good there a reasonable amount of the time. So in those spots, you just can't be afraid. Had he shoved from earlier position, I have to give more credit as to him having a stronger hand, but blind versus blind, just like the king's usually good, especially for so few bigs. Obviously, if he's shoving in like 20 bigs or 30 bigs, there's no fucking way I'm calling with a king. But it's all situational. Daisler playing aggressive, getting there. Nice trap. Oh, so fucking sick. Whoa. Whoa. That was crazy. Got a sick limp. Like Kermit limped in there to trap. Daisler knows what's up. He's not going to just shove with anything there. Kermit just got lucky that it was a total cooler. And now blinds are massive. 2-4. Alright, time to see who can run better than the other guys. Don't want to bust now, but I mean, it's just a run good contest. Who can pick up hands, and more importantly, who can win the all-ins when the cards are on their backs. So I got 7.5 bigs. And we're on the bubble on table 2 as well. I'm the short stack, but that's okay. Yo, fold. Gotta shove in my 7 bigs. I got a suited ace. Gotta take it. Blind versus blind for sure. 9-10. God, I don't know what to do in these spots. It's probably a jam, but I'm afraid. That's why it's nice to just have those like push fold charts beside you, so you can just be like, okay, well, the chart says it's good. Just do it. Can't be making a mistake. I'm just following the math. I don't have a chart with me, so I have to go by feel. And it's scary. You don't want to bubble. And a lot of these decisions are not so clear cut. You know, they're very fringe. I'll try to find a chart for you guys and like put it on the site or something, so you don't have to deal with the stress and the pressure that I'm dealing with right now. This ace queen on table 2 is obviously going all in. I want him to call. I want to get back in the game. Come on. Bubble. So sick. So sick. Alright, so we really need to not lose this 30. We're going to make it a little bigger. Center stage. I mean, silly limp call by Jerry. He has 6s. He should just be raising, putting the pressure on. I'm not going to shove with like 2 undercards. I guess I may shove an ace deuce, which puts his limp in a good spot. But other than that, like for the most part, he's just going to be flipping. And if he's going to be flipping, he might as well be putting the pressure on and having some fold equity as well, instead of just like calling off and guarantee taking a flip. Alright, Kermit fold, Bandit shove, I call, we win. Right? Yeah, easy game. Alright, the bankroll is still safe. Now we just need to win. Let's do the friendly thing. Hit him with the GL as he asshole just puts me all in first hand. So am I gonna say a double GL, bro? Since I couldn't say it during the hand? Okay. I'm gonna check raise. Hope that he stabs. Yes! I'm all in, bro. All in. Hopefully he has a pair that he won't fold. Oh. Got him! Sick trap. I mean, heads up on no bigs. Can't fold top pair. Min raise to induce. Snap him off. Wow, what a cooler. AA? Never. Alright, keeping it interesting, making it fun. Appreciate the sweats party. Who won the 08? Oh, right. Who cares? Alright, got a pair. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Min bet, call, muck, win. Oh, this guy is a trapper. He is you fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh? Yeah, now who's got a pair? Can't trap a bottom pair. You guys can't see that. Alright. I'll shove the king. Hopefully he didn't limp an ace. Hopefully he's limping weak, yeah. And even if he is, you guys saw what happened in the other video. We just get there. Because we do good deeds in everyday life, which allows us to run better on the poker tables. Yeah, think about it. It's not that hard to get a little extra karma. A little extra run good. You never know when you might need it. Oh, straight, min bet, call, muck. Ace high, lose. Yes. 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 I got a king, I shove. It's nice that we got heads up at only 2-4. There's actually a bit of play. Not much, but a little bit. Got a king, I'm all in. Okay, call? Alright, I'll take a flop. Double gut. Lead out, try to build that pot. I think if he has like top pair, he'll just call. So I'll at least get a turn out of this. And if he has worse, we're taking it down. We don't want it to go check, check. You know, like if he has a 6 or something, we can maybe make him fold. We definitely want to take advantage of that fold equity. Run the semi-bluff. So I like that flop. I like playing aggressive. And I really like this ace-7 suited. So I'm all in, bro. Don't be trapping me with the ace-king. It's not going to end well for you if you are. Alright. Starting to build a little bit of a chip lead. I got a king. I'm all in. Okay. Okay. Tempting to just shove it on him, but I check. I check. And here I'm just hoping he didn't limp with an ace. And then I can win the pot. Nice. Small ball for the win. 5-10 off, give him a walk. Don't need to play every pot. I really hope Jerry on table 2 wins, just so he can have more money for me to win next round. This ace is all in. What you got, bro? Limp folding every time. I wonder if he's ever going to try to trap me, though, because he did trap the other guy. Ew, insta-check? What? How do you have auto-check on and then stop this flop? Tempted to raise there. It looked like he had check fold on, so he can't have a very good hand pre. But I guess he could have like king deuce or something. Queen 8. I wonder if he folds if I raise there. I don't think I'm going to take any shot at this pot. Just let him have one. We're going to tank. Let him get excited that he might get paid off. But you and I both know we're not calling with 6 high. He's saying, man, how did he know? Alright, I got a good queen. I'm all in. We playing? Nope. 2-1 chip lead. 9-8 suey. Limp it in, bro. Damn. Pretty hand, but don't really want to be calling off with 9 high. Even though the equity against like ace king and ace queen's like pretty good, I'd just rather a better hand than 9 high. I'm all in, bro. It's a plenty fine hand to reshove with. And when you have an ace instead of a suited 9 to go with it, it's a snap call. Oh, flopped a boat. Fuck! Gotta take those 50-50s. That's why we built up the chip lead, so that we could withstand those blows. And now we're just gonna get right back in the game. We got an ace. You got it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Right after I talked about how you don't call off with the 9. This wise guy calls off with the 9. No, I will not play again. Just pay off. Okay, well. I think the overall result of that session was we lost $7. So the bankroll's still sitting around 210. Wait a minute. He gets 110 and I get 72. Oh, it's a very flat payout structure. Okay, so in the 6 max party tournaments, making it to the money is even more important than it is in other tournaments. Because it's not like 70% of the money goes to first and 30 goes to second. It's like, I don't feel like doing math right now. Call it 60-40 or something. So it's much more flat. So it's important to make it to the money because you more than double up your buy-in, which is quite sweet. So that factors into bubble dynamics for anyone who's interested in that. Anyway, that ends the session. Bankroll's still okay. We'll try it again next time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave me your comments on the video and get those Facebook likes in, because at the end of the weekend I am selecting the first week's worth of students and you want to make sure that you have an opportunity to be one of them. More instructions will be coming via email. So, as usual, this has been Evan for Grips.com, and now it's your turn. Go out there and get a stacking. Ciao.